Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and this is Create Your Own Cozy. Today's video is going to be a little different than usual. We are winding down 2022 and it's caused me to be reflective on what has happened on this channel and in my booths. And I wanted to kind of take some time to look over and celebrate some of the good things that have happened and see what worked in 2022 and see what I need to change moving forward. So if you're interested in talking about goals and dreams and purpose, and maybe get inspired to apply it to your own life, stick around. So something that I've been doing quite a while in my family is using an Erin Condren life planner, and it is a paper planner, and guys, I use it. I prefer paper planners. I don't like, I used to make it a lot more sticker heavy when I wasn't so much focused on a booth in a channel, but what I tend to do is keep my life in here. Both on the monthly, on the wrap up. I was doing gratitude over here. Doing wrap up, showing my videos, showing milestones for, this is personal life, right? And then looking at a weekly calendar so I get it at a glance. And then every month I have this little tiny printer where I print out memories, and I jokingly call it to my memory make for the month. And it is something, because ever since digital pictures, I was finding that I wasn't really printing stuff out as much, and this just helps me kind of go back through the year and see what happened each month. Now I've been doing this for personal life for about a year, for about 3 years, and then this year, I decided to add this smaller one. It's the Life Planner horizontal layout, and it's not as detailed as the personal one, but I have been keeping track of my Create Your Own Cozy stuff, my videos that I post. I don't check my subscription count super often, but when I do, I just kind of note it so that I can go back and reflect. You can see I did start printing out my thumbnails so that it can kind of remind me at a glance quickly what I've been up to. This is also where I keep track of my mileage when I drive somewhere for tax purposes. And if I have any ideas or notes or ideas about pricing, I kind of just put that in the note section. So this is something that I kept up this year, and I am totally going to do this moving forward. Next year, it's a way for everything to be in one spot. I'm going to try to use it even more detailed this coming year, but I have been reflecting. I have been going through these last couple days, mainly checking on some of the things that I had ideas about. Did I follow through with it? And quite honestly, as I was wrapping up, in the front, I wrapped up right here. I wrapped up kind of some of the big things that happened this year. And it's one thing for other people to say they're proud of you, but when you write things down and you can go back and reflect, like, I feel proud. I feel proud that I decided to do something and I did it. And I am so thankful that you guys are coming on this journey. And I wanted to encourage you to kind of look back on your year. Maybe it didn't go the way that you wanted it to, but sit and think and write down what worked this year. What are you proud of yourself for doing? So for example, at the beginning of January this year, 2022, I started the beginning of January having just gotten monetized on Facebook, around 1,200 subscribers. Now that is after a solid year of doing weekly videos at least. And after the first year of doing this, I'm not gonna lie, I was discouraged because, I mean, you want to get a little financial compensation for your work, and it's like, I'm putting a video out every week. I just finally got monetized. The growth isn't happening. Am I supposed to be doing this? That's what I was asking last January. Started the month of January with around 1,200, ended the month of January with around 3,000. I did an ugly duckling playlist for a different DIY, desert DIY YouTuber. I don't know that I got a lot of traction with that. February, I finalized my license. In March 1st, I opened my first booth. And I would say 2 years ago in December, I was probably going, I don't know, one day if I ever have a booth. And look, guys, March 1st, I made it happen. March, I hit 5,000 subscribers. I went to a Pinners conference. And in April, I started Sonnets with Sonnets Garden Blooms. I started her creative network group where I got to talk with about another bunch of like-minded people since I was new to the booth business. It's something that really helped me with that. So I would also encourage you guys to find a group of like-minded people so that you feel understood, that you feel encouraged, and it's a good periodic reminder of things that you should be focusing on, things that you can encourage each other on. In the month of June, I went to the Creative Con conference in Jacksonville, got to room with Sonnet, and the rest is history. I got to have a collab with Sonnet, and from her channel, who has a lot of subscribers. And at the end of June, I had 7,000 subscribers. So from January 1,200 to June, I mean, that's incredible growth. And I was thinking about quitting. Whew. Anyway, another thing that happened is I would see some other people and go, man, maybe one day I can be a DIY paint distributor, retailer, ambassador, but I don't know. Well, guess what? August 27th, that happened. I got DIY paint in my booth. September, I hit 8,000 subs. I started taking on some shifts at Angry Mamas because my antique mall, the ownership switched over, and not that there was anything wrong with the past, but the newness, the excitement, and I love our new owners, and I just really want them to succeed, and they aren't threatened by that, and they let me come in with my ideas, and they want to hear from their dealers about a way to make everything different or better. So I put that new ownership as something I'm really excited about. In November 6th, I opened my second booth because why not, right? And then here I am in December. It's been kind of slow on the channel. We did have the dreaded crud in our house. I'm not allowed to use that word on YouTube because I think it kind of messes with the algorithm. But I am 180 people away from hitting 10,000 subscribers. And I'm like, I'm contemplating because I'm like, you know what? I don't need to push for this. When it happens, it'll happen. There's a part of me that wants to say, hey guys, tell all your people, tell all your friends, let's get to 10,000. It's just like this little goal that I started probably about the middle of the year when I saw the growth that's happening. Well, maybe I could get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And here I am in December where the growth kind of just came to a halt, which I understand, like everybody's busy. The DIY projects are done. Do I just say, you know what, when it happens, it'll happen. It's all good. Or do I go and be like, hey guys, share with as many people as you can to help me hit that goal? I'm tempted to do that second one, but what I've really loved about this venue is that I'm able to share the ins and outs. I'm able to share my struggles, And you guys seem to really appreciate that. So, now it's time to look forward to next year. And I have definitely come up with some stuff of what worked this past year, what do I need to change. I have mentioned it a couple times, but something that needs to change in my life is I have got to create cozy in my home again. I have been, let's do a booth, let's do a paint line, let's keep doing one video a week. Oh yeah, I have 3 kids. Oh yeah, I have a husband that can travel sometimes with his job. My home has suffered. And the whole reason I like doing this stuff in the first place is, sorry, I keep looking down. I don't want that to be distracting. The whole reason that I did that in this creating cozy in the first place is because I love creating a cozy home. So, I am not changing my content, but I am changing my focus next year. I have not come up with, it might be my word. I usually do a word of the year. This year, I did not have one stick. But I think next year's word, let's just say it. Next year's word is order. I've been like creative. I've been starting new things, but for who I am, I think order is a good word for next year. I think I need order in my home. I need order in my businesses. I need order in my calendar. I need order in my self-care. I do well with routines. I try to get on routines. And quite honestly, when I was a single lady, my house was always, it never mattered if people stopped by because it was always ready for that. When you have a husband and kids, different story. I know I'm not going to go pre-husband and kids order, but let's just add some order. You know what I'm saying? I seem to be an all or nothing person, and it's like it's either all completely in order or I've lost control, forget it. I think that's kind of where I've been lately, and that's not going to work for me. So there are 5 different areas that I am going to work on next year for my goals. And I want to encourage you guys to think on even just 1 or 2 areas that you would want to focus on and write it down so that at the end of the year and through the year, you can see your progress, because it's great if other people can see it, but when you can see it yourself and go, good job, girl, like that's a big deal. First thing I want to talk about booth. Last year I started with a small booth, I upgraded, and then I added a second booth. So what worked in 2022 is betting on myself. So with the booth, what worked in 2022, what really worked was adding some wholesale stickers, getting some rings. Those have been big sellers and things that I don't have to think about so that I can continue to make and find things, but I'm not worried about making rent so much. Another thing that worked is getting to be a DIY paint retailer. I'm really happy with that decision. Paint sales have been slow in December, but I'm noticing the more people know that I'm in the booth, like I'll just have a day where I sell 6 items because someone came in and found their DIY paint retailer and just purchased stuff. So I'm really happy with that decision. Another thing I'm happy with is being able to work with the new owners to add value. I've been doing some reels for them and been working some shifts for them, and I just love being part of learning how they're running their business, and it's just been a really good learning experience for me. So that is something with the booth. Moving forward to next year, I don't know yet I'm not going to be comparing apples to apples because I have 2 booths now instead of 1. So obviously I expect growth, right? Because I have more than twice the space that I did last year. So I do want growth. I don't know what percentage of growth is natural to expect, but that is going to be a learning process. I know that I need to get that second booth fully stocked. Guys, I got stuff in there, and there is a magic wall on the back of that booth, and the furniture and the stuff that's on that back wall just keeps selling. And it's just something that I need to, first of all, get it fully stocked, and then be prepared with big pieces of furniture to put there when things sell. Now, I don't need a line of 10 pieces of furniture. I don't need to be that ready. I just need the next 2 or 3 pieces of furniture to either be done or to be ready to be worked on when big things sell. And that's a natural thing, and it's a great problem to have. I feel really happy with getting into the booth business. So, and with my schedule, I would like to dedicate 1 day a week for restocking, and that should be the day that I'm working in there. And then a second day of the week, when someone's at a dance class or something, to go check in, kind of zhuzh the place and make it look nice and neat. And then I would like to schedule more booth resets, like a spring reset and a fall reset, like have that scheduled in advance in my head. After being in there for a year, I feel like I can kind of anticipate a little bit more this next year. Now on YouTube, again, started January with 1,200 subs. Hoping to end December 31st, hoping that I'm going to get to 10,000 subs. Like, I feel weird asking for that. Is that crazy? Whew. Things I need to work through. That is my goal. I would like to grow more in the next year. My creative group helped me. I think I had a goal. I told them I had a goal of getting to 20,000 subscribers next year. And they said that I was shooting too low. I should shoot for 50,000. So that is the benefit of having a group of people who get to know you and understand what you really are capable of. Because when you start to doubt yourself, they can say, you're shooting a little short, like take the big shot, go big. So gosh, I'm going to put it out there. Goal for the end of 2022. To get those 180 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers. Goal for 2023 is to get to 50,000 subscribers. That's a lot of people. I'm just going to talk to you one person at a time. So what has worked on YouTube is to do DIY videos on Fridays. You guys love thrift flip videos or upcycled videos. My furniture videos don't do as well. I still love doing furniture, so I'm going to try to add more of that, especially as I'm stocking the booth and DIY paint retailer. Like, I need to add more of that. I am going to finish my annual booth sales recap. I'm going to do that until a full year, and then do a wrap-up video of everything I learned in my first year of owning a booth. I told my creative group that I was going to try to pull away from that a little bit. And a lot of them were like, no, don't do that. We love the business side of things. So here's what I'm thinking. Right now, when I do my booth recap videos, I go into a lot of details because I'm trying to learn what's profitable. I'm trying to learn what's worth my time. And also try to share with you, although your market is different, but try to share with you what's working for me. So I don't think that that will change. I will still have a booth. I'll still talk about the booth business. I will still talk about what's working. I don't think that I'll go into such detail with the numbers because that takes some extra time, but I don't mind taking the business approach when talking about it. I do have a business degree in finance, so I guess that would explain some of that's just naturally how I think about it. So I will continue to share that information with you. I just don't know that after the year's up, I will go into the extreme detail, especially after hearing from a lot of the Creative Network folks. No, we love those videos from you. So let me know in the comments below if you agree. Also, let me know in the comments below if you guys have any ideas or feedback for me in any of this stuff right here. My third area, so I've got my booth, YouTube. Third area is to get my website created. I have a graphic designer friend who is working on the website. She had a parent with health issues that she's dealt with this whole year. So hopefully next year we will get that website finished and running, and I can get my DIY paint on there. I know a number of you have asked for that. But her mom was in hospice and passed away right before Christmas. So I'm giving her some time, and then in the new year, I think she's looking for something to focus on. So, and then a goal with the website is to, at some point next year, become an IOD retailer. I cannot do it in my store because someone else has the zip code, but if I do it online only, I can do it. But obviously I need a website, and there's a big financial commitment if you do online only. So, but that is still a goal. I'm putting it out there. The next area is Facebook. I have been working on daily reels for Angry Mama's Antiques and Interiors. I need to apply that to Create Your Own Cozy. I just don't want YouTube and Facebook to be conflicting. So in my mind, I'm like, YouTube is about projects, start, complete. Facebook is more social, and I'm thinking to include more of my daily life, whether it's, hey, I'm running to the booth and this is what I did. And so that is kind of like my thought with Facebook, to be more like the daily stuff, and YouTube is just a little bit different. And maybe spend some time on the business side of things over there on Facebook. So if you haven't, go over to Facebook and subscribe, or follow me, I guess is what they call it, over at Create Your Own Cozy on Facebook, because that is my hope, January 1st, to get that started. And then the last area that spills over to my personal goals is I have a space in my basement that's going to be my home studio. My dining room is not my home studio anymore. My random pieces of furniture do not need to be around the house with all my supplies. Basement. So my unfinished projects I don't see every day. I have an unfinished basement, so I'm just going to semi-finish it. Get my studio lights down there so that my home is my home and the studio is my creative space. Like that. I have manage inventory, organize inventory, also called my creative hoard. Manage my furniture specifically, and then do any unfinished projects. So I'm going to purge, I'm going to organize, I'm going to manage, and I'm going to finish. I just got a hutch from Facebook Marketplace that I shared a reel on the other day that I'm going to paint, and that's going to be where all of my supplies are, down in the basement. And I have a table that used to be in my create room upstairs that was a desk that turned disaster area. That is going to be my workspace. So like, it's all starting to fall into place, and I am excited for the new year to start. I hope that was not a lot of rambling for you guys to sit through. If you are still here, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that just hearing some of the things that I wish for the next year in my business life / personal life, I need some balance. I hope that you are encouraged to come up with your own plan, and don't forget to write it down, even if it's just at a view like this. Just get out a piece of paper and celebrate things at the end of each month as they happen. There's so much value in reflecting and having goals and saying them out loud. And even though I'm reluctant to say it, just saying like, yes, I want 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Like, it's so weird. Sometimes I feel like I have to apologize for having a goal. That's weird. That's more stuff I need to work through. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this content today. It's a little bit of a change. My brother called me a couple days ago. I got less than 24 hours notice, and he said, hey, what would happen if I got in the car and drove from Texas to Georgia? You guys around? So my brother and his wife, my friend Hope, and their 2 boys, who are basically like brothers to my girls, they just love being around each other. So they are here until the new year. My house was not ready for visitors with 24 hours notice, but they don't care. We are going to have some fun for the new year. We're going to watch Georgia football New Year's Eve, go Dogs. And I hope that you have some fun memories planned for ringing in the new year with your friends and family. And I hope you take some time to reflect on what you accomplished this year. Like, even if you don't think there's a lot, just write down what you did do and what your wins are, because you did it. We're at the end of this year, and you're smarter. Like, what lessons did we learn from some of the mistakes? And like, these are just important things to reflect on as we switch over to 2023. Guys, I am so thankful for you. I am excited about what the next year is going to bring. And I just wanted to say to all of you guys, I love you guys. I'm thankful for you, and Happy New Year. I will see you in the next video. Bye.